call it March, right? Here's the tip. Pete tips it back court to Vulcan teammate Isaiah Hines, and Vulcan will have the ball first. Here's Montez, who is not listed in the starting lineup, but there he is. That makes sense instead of Hines, actually. So Montez, the leading scorer on the Hilo team, gets a pick. Goes free throw line to Davis. Davis leans in off the glass and got it. Vulcan's on the board first, 2-0.
And that's the exact right read right there. We talked about this in the previous game where, yet we had a team fronting the post. And so what did Hilo do there? They flashed to the high post. That's what we call the punch read right there. Then you go rim buddy opposite, get to the rim. Good job there on the interior by Davis.
Loma basketball, Zackry Paulsen gets it to Luke Hop, drops it down low. Pete gets the block, but he also blocks the body. So 2-1 Vulcans as Pierce Davis, 6'9", senior forward, knocks down 1 of 2 free throws. Hines brings the ball up the court. Under pressure from Point Loma, now drops the ball down to Pete. Here's Montez driving in, cut off very nicely by Hop. Drop pass into Pete. Pete traveled, trying to get a... Vulcans in full court man-to-man pressure. Once the ball gets inbounded, though, they back off. It's Kobe Barnes will bring the ball up, of course, across the 10-second line. Barnes drives through the lane, backs in against Kozakowski. A little runner, no good. Rebound to Pete. Good defense by Kozakowski. Montez, chased by Paulsen. Now across the way to Hines. Back outside to Montez. Now the ball goes inside to Jaron Edwards. Lost the ball. It's underway here. Ball pass inside to Pete. He'll hand it off to Hines. Hines gets his man up in there, but the shot then blocked by Pierce. Tipped on the rebound from Jaron Edwards to Nodrick Pete. (4-1) Vulcans. Barnes drives in. He's got Kozakowski on his hip. Pass out in the corner to Paulsen. It's Paulsen. Out top to Luke Houck. Barnes, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Has a lane. Fade away, no good. Ball batted around. Montez has it. Gets it up the court to Hines. Hines eventually gets control of it. 1-on-4. He's bumped from behind, and the basket will count.
Win one of those battles so far.
3-point play for Hines. And it's 7-1 Vulcans. Long three, in and out of the hopper, no good. Nodrick Pete gets the rebound. And Hines will bring it up. Loses it, and it goes out of bounds.
Creates an advantage. Point Loma is one of the best teams in transition, so you're essentially giving them transition on a dead ball. Not sure if Hilo's going to stick with that for the whole game because Point Loma is deadly shooting it from deep, and it's led by the Paulsen brothers.
Yeah. Dunk attempt by Pierce Davis and blocked by Nodrick Pete.
With his incredible blocks, but not scared of him.
Here's the three-pointer on the way from a Paulsen, and Zackry Paulsen drains it. So they get three back in a hurry, and it's 7-4 Vulcans. Montez. Back out top to Montez. He'll drive. Behind the back, inside to Pete, but too many defenders there. Barnes comes up with it. He's just outside the block. Now Point Loma will reset, I think. Hop backing in against Hines and draws a foul.
You got a bigger man for Point Loma. Just getting the ball on the inside, and good things happen.
That shot by Zackry Paulsen, blocked from behind, but also some body pick this season. Last year, first team as well, and also the newcomer of the year after transferring to San Diego from Seattle Pacific University. 7-5. Vulcans lead, but Point Loma scored the last 4 points. There's Kozakowski with the three, missed everything. I think it might have been partially tipped.
Trying to play the passing lanes so he doesn't have a clear vision.
Good news for Vulcans fans. Brody Davis is back into the ballgame. Long three-pointer right side. Barnes comes up short, but Zackry Paulsen hustles in and grabs the rebound. Goes all the way out top to House. Now to Pierce Davis. Loses the handle, goes out of bounds, but it will stay on the field. Sea Lions will inbound. It's Hop near the 10-second stripe. Guarded by Davis. Goes by Davis. Takes it all the way in. Shot no good. Davis with the rebound. Pretty good defense by Julian Roberts of Hawaii Hilo. 6'10", just checked in after the last timeout. He's got the ball right now. Goes out top to Andre Norris behind the back. Crossover dribble, cradles, takes it in. Inside he goes to Davis in traffic. Davis fadeaway dribble. No, he tries to fire it indoors to Roberts. And a little bit too hard in and out of the hands of Julian Roberts. Back the other way. Zackry Paulsen will take it all the way. Gets past all the defenders and lays it up and in. And we're tied for the first time since the opening half. Paulsen with 6 of the Sea Lions' 7 points so far. Here's Roberts, left block inside to Davis, outside to Villa. Villa jumper, gonna roll around, no good. Rebound to Tice Paulsen. Tice will bring it up the court himself. Has the ball slapped away, still on the ground, picks it back up. Now bounce pass to Pierce. Davis, and now back to Paulsen. Jumper left side, rattles around but stays. And Point Loma now with their first lead at 9-7. A little 8-0 run right now here by the Sea Lions. Here's Kozakowski, again the top three-point shooter in the conference. It drains that one. It's not a three, but it's from long range in the fadeaway. Ties it up at 9.
You know, those first two shots from Kozakowski to me says that he remembers how he did in the first two matchups against Point Loma.
Shot no good that time from Zackry Paulsen. We saw a flop call in Vulcan basketball, 14 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Villa. Brody Davis starts to drive in towards the circle. Backs out, drives back in, finds a lane on the left-hand side and lays it up and in.
Really good sign there. The leg is looking pretty healthy for Davis in order for him to power downhill and extend to get an easy lay.
11-9, 13:30 to go. Luke Haupt has the ball, top of the key. Still with it. Bounce pass inside. Got a wide open entry there to Winton Brown. Tied again at 11.
Yeah, way to sit and pivot, play off 2 feet, and then Brown with the delayed seal on the interior. Really good stuff. He was trying to figure out if he should go and rescreen, but then just ended up settling underneath the rim.
Haupt playing the point a couple times here in the last few possessions at 6'7". Fade away from Villa. It's good, and he was fouled. 14-11 on Villa's three-point play. Playing out here on between the circles. Long three off the mark from Jaden Matengu. Hilo with the rebound. Here comes Norris, drives in, whistle, foul. Before the shot, first 7.5 minutes. Entry pass comes all the way out top. Now Davis has it at the top of the key. Here's Villa. Villa guarded by Hop. It's 5'11" to get 6'7". Hop took it in anyway. Got a step past Hop, but he blocked it from
behind and then rescreen from there. And that's how you get middle third ball screen.
Here's a three-pointer off the front of the rim from Andre Norris. Sea Lions get the rebound. Vulcans by 3. Hop, crossover dribble, takes it down the paint. Skips it out in the corner. And another whistle and a push is Andrew Hamas. Took the ball to Point Loma. Go all the way out top to Winton Brown. Brown to Hop. Hop at the free throw line. Skips it back in the corner to Zackry Paulsen. Here's Hop on the drive. Left hand. Shot blocked by Pete. Point Loma wants a goaltending call. Certainly was very, very close. Here's a three from the left side. Going to be off the mark. Pete tips it out of buzzer beater. A three-pointer to top Biola. Biola's getting in anyway, I think, right? Yeah. That's not rocket science. Academy of Art now with a chance to get in as well if they can win tomorrow. 14-11. Sea Lion basketball. A little runner in the paint, a lefty. Good looking shot from Brown, but it doesn't go, and Pete comes up with the rebound.
And he missed Smith wide open on the slip to the basket. Coach Downer, but he's not pleased with the decision making there.
Montez to Norris. Norris has a knock away, gets it back. Gives it back to Montez on the left side. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Montez driving, high arcing shot, no good. He was just trying to draw the foul, and he gets both free throws at 16-11. Loma brings the ball up. Montingu with the basketball, takes it all the way from the top of the key to the right side. Had a good look, but just really missed it badly that time.
Yeah, and I think Pete was in the back of his head already with those 2 blocks tonight.
Yep. Montez with it now, drives, spins, flips it back out to Jaron Edwards, back to Montez. Good catch by Edwards, by the way. Here's Pete. Leans in, good cutoff by Brown. Now it bounces inside to Edwards. Edwards makes the catch, goes up for the shot. Lots of contact, no call. And pulling away with it is Hamas. Down in the corner, the ball goes to Luke Smith. Smith takes it high to the basket, over the top of Patrick Pete, and gets the 2 points.
And he buried Pete underneath the rim right there, so he couldn't block the shot.
Pass inside to Pete. Pete makes the catch.
High, not necessarily known for being able to pass out of the post. Had a nice drop pass to Edwards earlier that Edwards couldn't handle, but, you know, interesting to see Hilo continue to post him up naturally instead of just on the pick and roll.
Zackry Paulsen right at the left elbow. Gives it top of the key to Smith. Smith drives, kicks it out to Tice Paulsen. Loses it, gets it back. Gets it to his brother Zach. Long 3-pointer, nothing but net. Zackry Paulsen drains a deep 3-pointer, and it's tied 16 apiece. Zackry Paulsen with 9 points here. Bodies hitting the deck. Foul against the Volk. That one's going to drop through. Lead back to Hilo by 1, 17-16. 9.5 minutes to go before the halftime break. Here's Barnes, drives, spins, kicks it back out to Davis. Lob inside. Beautiful pass from Zackry Paulsen, and converting it is Pierce Davis. 18-17. Montez up top, guarded by Kobe Barnes. Jaron Edwards, and they call it travel on Edwards.
And Edwards set the pin down for Kozakowski as he came off it. Point Loma committed 2. And so Edwards was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm wide open. Let me go and get to the basket already. But got to make sure you get your feet underneath you first.
Here's Barnes against Kozakowski. Barnes muscling his way in. Little runner from outside the paint, no good. Jaron Edwards gets the rebound. Norris left side. Here's Montez. Gets everybody up here. Now back passes though. See if anybody tipped it. They must have. Brody Davis runs it down. No call. He'll bring it back up. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Montez. Pass inside from Davis. Dangerous one. And it catches up with him as the ball is run down and picked off by Luke Smith.
Another head snap. Point Loma so well coached in that area. The head snap to take away the back door.
Out top. Smith hands it back to Zackry Paulsen. He'll drive in against Kozakowski. Out top to Tice Paulsen. Spins against Montez. Fadeaway jumper from 15. Misses everything. In the first half.
Yeah, Coach Downer is not happy with the decision to shoot that one there. He had plenty of time on the shot clock to get off it and get to another side of the floor and let somebody else. I mean, Point Loma's got scores everywhere. No need to force that one.
Montez thought he was going to pull up. Instead, back pass to Edwards. Comes up short from the 3-pointer. And Zackry Paulsen with the rebound. Up ahead, here's a long 3. It's going to fall off the mark from Luke Smith. Come back to Zackry Paulsen. Another 3. He got that one.
Point Loma thrives in transition scenarios just like that because they know that if it's an early 3-point attempt like that, they're more likely to get an offensive board, and that gets them more 3-point attempts.
Biggest lead of the game for the Sea Lions. It's just 4 points, but significant right now because the momentum has shifted. On the fast break, Smith. Shot blocked by Kozakowski. A foul called.
Turnovers here, and we are 13 minutes into this game. Meanwhile, for Hilo, it's 7 turnovers, and Point Loma has been able to convert off those turnovers. 9 points off of turnovers for the Sea Lions.
That's a huge number right there for Point Loma on defense. And again, defense probably a little bit underrated. Everybody knows about their offense. There's Pete with a shot. Draws contact. 4-point lead for Point Loma with 7 minutes to go in the first half. 22-18 is our count. Here's Luke Hop. Pass out top to Brown. Brown hands off to Matingu. Back out to Hop. I don't think Hop scored yet today. Bounce pass inside. It's a beauty to Brown. Shot no good. Ball batted around. And it comes right back down into the hands of Brown, who misses a bunny. A wild scramble. Point Loma gets it back. Tingu has it. So they'll reset.
That's a ball that Pete has to come down with, being 6'11".
Yeah. Hop calls a new play. Drives all the way through the lane. Bounces it back to Brown, who misses again. He had a couple of easy gimmies and missed them both. Great passes, by the way, from Haupt, that no assist goes in the book for it. In the paint, getting the pass back outside was Hines to Montez. Here's Davis. Davis drives, left elbow, has it slapped away, and a foul going to be on Point Loma. Missed. Rebound pulled down by Point Loma. So 22-19, Sea Lions in front. There's Haupt taking it all the way down the lane, cut off by Pete, goes back out top. Paulsen has it, gets it to Brown, who misses again inside, and Pete comes down with the rebound. Hines, right side, guarded very tightly by Matingu. Takes it left side, spins, pulls up from 14, got it. Didn't look pretty, but Isaiah Hines drops home the shot right in front of the free throw line.
Yeah, great defense, just better offense in that case. Point Loma just kept regapping, despite the fact that he was trying to get downhill.
1 point game, Sea Lions by 1. Long three from the left side, no good from Tice Paulsen, and the ball comes right down to the hands of Nodrick Pete. So Vulcans with a chance to regain the lead here. They're down by 1. Montez has it slapped away, gets it back, now gets the handoff from Pete. 5 minutes to go. Shot from Montez left side, nothing but net with a hand in his face.
Just so smooth. I mean, once he fade away, you can kind of tell that Montez is starting to get it going, and right on cue is they're going to get a foul on Davis on the drive there. But incredible.
Zach Paulsen will inbound, gets it to Haupt. Back to Zach. Zach has to pick up his dribble, gets it back to Haupt. Guarded by Hines, crossover dribble into the paint, spins, little runner, no good. Pete tips it up in the air, and eventually it's Hines that comes down with it after a couple of loose handles. And now the Vulcans have it, they'll bring it up the court. 4:20 to go, 1 point lead for Hawaii Hilo. Hines, Montez, cradles, skips it out in the corner to Norris. Three-pointer right side, no good for Montez. It's going to rattle home. Lead back to the Sea Lions. Four minutes even to go. First half. Montez tries to give the lead back to the Vulcans, but his long three is not going to go. Rebound, Point Loma to Andrew Hamas. Hop backs in, doubled up. Spins, gets a little bit of lane, gets by Pete as well, and he'll drop it home.
Yeah, I'm surprised Hop hasn't gone to that more, just exploiting some of these smaller guards for Hawaii. They'll just pop the post and go to work downhill and see if you can draw a double and kick out to your shooters.
Three-pointer left side off the back rim, no good from Norris. Rebound to Hop. Hopped up ahead to Hamas. And we have a blocking foul called against Hawaii Hilo.
Foul. Wasn't as productive as Coach Downer wanted, missing some easy bunnies. So he's going to go back to Pierce Davis and try to finish out this half strong, but a lot of trust to not pick up his third foul.
Hines with the basketball. Davis on him there. Hines takes it inside, misses a shot. Ball on the floor, bodies everywhere. Gets it inbounded to Barnes, and Barnes will bring it up the court against the guard of Jaron. Barnes, top the key. Very physical game. Here's Zach Paulsen. Finally misses a three. Rebound to Nodrick Pete. Montez. On one side of the court, the other has it slapped away. Gets it back. Villa has it now. Back to Villa. Villa drives against Zackry Paulsen, spins, shot in the paint, rolls in and out, no good. Had a pretty good look at it.
And that's part of the reason why they're struggling so far, is they're going to try to get it to Edwards. And no paint points for them there, but at least he's going to get to the free throw line to come.
He misses them both. Can't afford to let that happen too many times against a team of this magnitude of Point Loma. Margin of error is really pretty slim if you're going to beat them. 5-point lead, just a little over 2 minutes to go, as Zackry Paulsen backs his way in and puts it up with the opposite hand.
I think one of the underrated parts about Point Loma's wings and guards is the fact that they're actually really strong. Like, their shoulders allow them to do that bump on the interior against some of these guards that might be fast but not as strong.
Villa with a shot from the left-hand side, got it. 30-25. With 1:40 to go before the break. Zackry Paulsen. Pierce right back to Zach as he muscles his way in. Doubled up, has it slapped away, but a foul is going to be called. He's about halfway there.
Well, that wasn't a losing effort, if you remember. I mean, yeah. Imagine having 33 and you didn't even have the high point in that game. Adrian McIntyre going for 50 in that one.
That's right. Norris in the corner, doubled up. Outside, wide open Montez. Shot is short of the half. And they can add to it here with just a little over a minute to go before intermission. Luke Hop, guarded by Jaron Edwards out top. Hop playing the point guard at 6'7". Edwards all over him, and now they'll call a timeout, a 30-second one. On the ball right in front of the Hawaii Hilo bench. I'll give it out to Luke Hop. On top of the key. Vulcans now in a 2-3 zone. Hop dribbles through it right at the right elbow. We'll get it to Zackry Paulsen. He'll fire up a three. Doesn't get that one. Pete skies for the rebound, grabs it, and here comes Hilo. Quickly back the other way. Villa, pull-up jumper from the right elbow, got it. Good transition by Hilo. Villa with a couple of big buckets off the bench here for the Vulcans.
And a really smart play by Hop there to wait his full 5 seconds to inbound to let the shot clock expire so that they could truly hold it for the last shot. Really smart.
So the shot clock is off. Hop dribbling away some time. Down to 10 seconds now. Drives right, picks up his dribble, gets it to Zackry Paulsen. Paulsen drives in baseline, reverse layup, no good. But the tip back is good by Davis. 2 seconds to go. Can they get a shot off? They do, but it comes up short. We have a whistle first and a travel against Villa. 3-pointers when he was at UC San Diego. But yeah, yet to get on track tonight. Vulcans will get the ball first here to start the second half. Hines has it top of the key to Nodrick. Pete picks up his dribble because Davis is all over him with good defense. Now back to Kazakowski. They get in his hands right away. Zackry Paulsen on the defense with him. High arcing shot, nothing but net for Jake Kazakowski.
And hopefully that sparks something for the Vulcans because, I mean, it was another tough shot, though. I mean, I want Kazakowski to get an open look for me to believe that Hilo can accomplish this comeback.
Kobe Barnes backs in against Kazakowski. Now cut off. We're back out top to Zackry Paulsen. Here's Davis with Pete on him. Hands off to Hop. Hop will take it all the way through the lane. Bounce pass to Davis. Slams it home from the left side. Beautiful pass from Luke Hop. Here's Davis, the recipient. 36-29. Montez to Pete. Hand off to Montez. Doubled up. Picks up his dribble, though. Nowhere to go. Gets it back to Kazakowski. Again, Zackry Paulsen way out on him. Now Montez in the corner. Takes it all the way in against Pierce. Huge height mismatch there, but draws the foul.
Pete, where he never puts his foot down to stop the ball handler, and it allows him to make easy decisions in the lane.
Third foul on Davis, so he comes out. Kazakowski has it. Might have got away with the travel there. Guarded very closely by Zackry Paulsen. Gets him up in the air, high off the glass, and drops it home.
The degree of difficulty on all these Kazakowski field goals is it's asinine that he has to work this hard to just have, 6 points now?
Yeah. Well, I think 4. I think he only has 4. Inside, nice basket, a good put away, strong move by Winton Brown. 38-31, Sea Lions. Montez has it slapped away, picks it back up. Now 5-on-4. They dump it inside to Pete. Back outside to Hines. He'll drive, spin. Dumps it into Pete. Pete with a layup.
But notice, Kozakowski had a look that was wide open, and that forced Point Loma to go in a scramble drill, play inside out from there, and it opens up their offense. Now the Vulcans are rolling.
Exactly what you called for coming out of the halftime intermission. There's a foul on Montez as he tripped up Sea Lions. Get it into Hop. Brody Davis on him. Here's Zackry Paulsen firing away. He got it. 3-pointer on the left side. 19 points now for Zackry Paulsen.
Yeah, Norris lost that possession as soon as the ball was handed to the official. He was in a terrible position defensively. It was in no room for him to be able to navigate either of those screens.
Here's Hines. Loses his footing. Still has the ball. Gets rid of it. In the corner. Now back outside to Kozakowski. Step back. Zackry Paulsen all over him. Playing really good defense. Brody Davis, crossover move. Leans in against Hop. Draws contact. No call. Might have got away with the travel, though, too. All kinds of things happened in there, but bottom line basket for Brody Davis. 41-35. Zackry Paulsen driving, cut off, double up now on the baseline, throws it all the way out top to Hop. He knew exactly where he would be. Hop takes it all the way in now, has it stripped away by Montez, goes up strong. Pete gets a piece of it. Montez will come out of the scrum with the basketball. Up the court. Here comes Montez, left side, picked up by Tice Paulsen, drives all the way in, cradles the ball, draws contact, fade away off the glass. It is good. 3-point off. 41-38.
Hilo going back to this token pressure here in the full court.
And good news for Hilo is they really had to do something coming right out of the break, and they have. They've made this a basketball game. 3-point lead for the Sea Lions. They have the ball with 16:10 to go in the ball game. Here's Zackry Paulsen, drives baseline, cut off by Pete. Right back to Paulsen, thought about the 3. Pete on him. Now here's Hop. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Tice Paulsen with the 3, right side, and got it. Drained it. Tice Paulsen.
Hilo got kind of lost right there. They started the possession actually in a 2-3 zone, and then Pete went out to match up, and that created all sorts of confusion for Hilo.
Here's Montez driving, has it slapped away, goes out of bounds off of Point Loma. 84-38 is our score. Hilo lobs indoors, but Kobe Barnes is there to make the steal. Long pass up the court. Somehow Luke Hop run it down and got it back to Zackry Paulsen, who was hustling on the trailer.
And we were close to Point Loma having their first turnover of the ball game, and somehow it turns into 2 points for them and another assist.
Lead up to 8 now. Ball on the floor at the Vulcan end of the floor. Somehow they come up with it. Here's Kozakowski. Skips it outside to Hines, who drives baseline. Reverse layup. It is blocked. Ball on the ground. Scramble. Tied up. And it's going to go to the Vulcan. Ball comes out top to Kozakowski. Leans in left hand, opposite hand. Draws contact. Pete gets a rebound and banks it home.
Pete didn't even jump on that putback. He just caught it and said, I'm taller than everyone, just kind of putting the cookies away where the kids can't reach.
46-40. 6-point lead for the Sea Lions. Hopped, will drive the lane, cradles it, lobs it to inside to number 23. Winton is going to be in and out, no good from Brown. So 0 for 2. Vulcans dodge a bullet there. They trail by 6. Here's Montez the second, bringing the ball up the court. Right side, guarded by Zackry Paulsen. Spins, brings it back out, bounces it indoors. Ball slapped away. We're going to have a hold against the Sea Lions. Goes out top to Roberts. Across the way to Norris. Norris will take it away in. He got past Zackry Paulsen. We're going to wave it off. All the way out top. Catch made there by Norris. Norris will pull up for a long 3. Right side, no good. Ball tipped around. Hop will come up with it. Pass up ahead, knocked away. Zackry Paulsen corrals it. Now back to Hop, and they'll reset. 46-40 Sea Lions. Ball knocked away. And coming up with it will be Roberts. To Villa, right side. He's got Hamas on him, gets a pick, free throw line, keeps going. Baseline, reverse layup, partially blocked, maybe fully blocked by Winton Brown, but bringing it off the court for the Sea Lion is Matingo. Drives, doubled up, passes back out to Zack Paulsen. Paulsen drives baseline, cut off, spins, draws contact, and will head to the free throw line. He got the missed that one. 5-point lead for Point Loma, 47-42. Josiah Villa with the ball, guarded by Hamas. Crossover dribble in the paint against all kinds of tall timber. Brings it back out now. On the drive, that was John Davis III. Now gets it to Jaron Edwards. He'll take it to the rack, draws it back. Oh, no. One to call. Last job in the world I would want, I think.
Yeah, and as someone who takes a lot of charges or who has taken a lot of charges in my career, I got to agree with that call. He beat him to the spot right there. Got his heels outside the restricted area. Good job there.
5-point lead for Point Loma. 13 minutes to go. Matingu out top. Gets it to Pierce Davis. Inside to Luke Hopp. Rare miss for him. Davis with the tip. No good. Ball finally comes down to Jaron Edwards. Edwards up ahead. Ball taken away, though, by Zack Paulsen. And all alone inside, it's Luke Hopp. He'll bank it home off the glass easily. That would have been a big turnaround there. Instead, it's a 7-point lead for Point Loma. They would have had a chance to cut the lead to 3. Here's Villa. Long three, in and out, no good. Edwards comes in, flying in to get the rebound, and it looks like a foul on Luke Hopp.
And now he... Oh, wow.
Villa with a terrific heads-up play.
Wow.
Inbounded the ball off the back of a Point Loma player, caught the ball himself, laid it up and in. 5-point game, 49-44. Three-pointer on the way at the Point Loma end, off the bracket. No good. Shot by Luke Smith. Rebound to Nodrick Pete. (49-46). Vulcan's not going away. Jaden Matingu brings the ball up the court, gets it to Zack Paulsen. Here's Davis, and now here's Luke Smith. Hamas inside to Davis, just off the block. Kozakowski on him. Back outside to Smith. Smith drives, loses it, slapped away, gets it back. Able to pick up his dribble. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Zack Paulsen pulls up from 16. Got it. Heads up play. No panic from Zack Paulsen. The lead at 5 for Point Loma. 24 points for Zack Paulsen. Having one of the better games of his season. He's had a lot of good ones. Here's Villa. Been very good off the bench. Good look at it. Just the basketball as they'll bring it up the court 90 feet. A little bit of pressure from the Vulcans, but they back off now. Kobe Barnes with the basketball. Chased by Isaiah Hines. Now Davis has it. Coming across to get the ball across the court is Tice Paulsen. Paulsen to his brother Zach. Inside. Doubled up. Still gets a shot off and scores. Zack Paulsen having a terrific night. 53-46. And Paulsen with 26. Mentioned earlier, his season high is 33 against West Point. Here's Villa, drives in against Zack Paulsen, trying to drive the foul. Finally, fade away, and he got it. Villa playing terrific basketball off the bench for Hawaii Hilo.
They're just exchanging tough shot after tough shot between these two sides.
Yeah, nothing easy. There's been very few easy shots, maybe half a dozen in this whole entire ball game. Almost every single one is contested. Here's Barnes. He'll drive baseline, skips it out in the corner to Zack Paulsen. Zack drives against Kozakowski. Fadeaway jumper. Got it. Nothing but net for Zack Paulsen. Villa drives in, skips it out. Pull-up jumper is good. Stays home for 3-point lead now, 55-52. Here's Zackry Paulsen. Three-pointer, top of the key, why not? But he misses this one, but his brother Tice bails him out with a rebound. Now Zack Paulsen leans in, draws contact, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2. He does. Five-point lead for the Sea Lions. 9 minutes to go.
Stay home, Zach. Stay home, Zach. No catch, Coop.
Montez, pretty move, shakes himself free but misses the shot, and then the rebound found it. Pete cuts in the basket, so does Jaron Edwards, and now we're whistling a foul. I think we're going to get a hold on Luke Smith. So it's still a 1+1, and Edwards misses it, and Luke Hopt is right there for the board. (57-52) Sea Lions. Barnes, top of the key to Davis. Davis hands off to Zackry Paulsen. They quickly double him up. Now back outside to Hop. Hop will drive. Little runner in the paint. In and out, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. Edwards. Pass outside to Zackry Paulsen. Edwards on him right away. Tice fires up a three from the left side. It's no good. Ball on the floor. Montez races in and grabs it. Back the other way. Here's Villa driving up the court. Inside he goes to Pete. Pete's shot. Going to rattle around, not go. Gets his own rebound. Then it's blocked. And the Sea Lions will get the basketball. Tremendous defensive play by Pierce Davis.
Those are the plays that Hilo has to win. Those hustle stats right there that aren't going to show up on the box score. Hilo has to win those if they want to have a chance here with 8 to go.
57-52. Nodrick Pete with the steal. Loses the ball. Was out of bounds, but it's off in his face. Gets it into Villa. Villa put in some really good minutes so far for the Vulcans off the bench. Bounce pass just off the block to Jaron Edwards. Edwards trying to back in. Spins. Thomas all over him. Shot is up. No good. I think I'm going to say the foul was before the 15-22. He gets 1 of 2. 4-point game. Kobe Barnes across the way, guarded by Villa. Gets it inside. Nice pass to Hop. Hop hits the cutter coming through, but it's slapped away by Pete. Montez comes up with it. Chance for the Vulcans here to cut the lead to 2. Kozakowski with it. Little runner from 15 doesn't go. Barnes with the board. Barnes pushes it up. Left side. Cross court. To Tice Paulsen. Paulsen got a lane all the way to the hoop. Dishes back outside to Barnes. Three-pointer on the way. Off the bracket, no good. Long rebound comes down to Point Loma, though. Now Zackry Paulsen has it. New 20 on the shot clock. 7 minutes on the game clock. There's Luke Hopt. 8 seconds now. He'll drive left part of the block. Long three by Tice Paulsen. Gotta go. They're the number 3 ranked team in the West region. Another team on the court here tonight, Point Loma, the number 1 ranked team. And ranked 8th or 12th in the nation, depending on what poll you look at. Montez bounced past to Jaron Edwards, but he mishandled it. Tice Paulsen will come up with it and will get fouled by Andre Norris. Paulsen out to Hopt. Hopt between the legs, guarded by Jaron Edwards, goes right by him, goes into the paint, now skips it back out to Zackry Paulsen. Paulsen drives left side, underhand layup, it's good.
And I don't know if you saw the big smile on the face of Davis because he knows exactly what he did. A beautiful Gortat screen setting up the drive. A textbook move from the big man.
32 points now for Zackry Paulsen. Run away from his career high, I do believe. Norris with the ball, takes it in strong, draws contact, banks it home. 62-56.
And they need as many as those 3-point plays as they can, gather because they're 0 for 8 from downtown. If you were to tell me that they're down by 6 with 5 to go and they had yet to hit a 3-pointer, I'd think that you're crazy. But I mean, the fact of the matter is they're right here in this bowl game.
Zackry Paulsen, 13-footer, got it. Career high now, I believe, 34 points for Zackry Paulsen.
And, Hilo, for them to sit in that 2-3 zone is, smart change of pace, but they just left the high post blanketed right there for Tice Paulsen to get loose.
Shot off the mark from Isaiah Hines. And now it's kind of crunch time for the Vulcans. Down 9 with 5:15 left. Let's see if Point Loma tries to take a little bit of air out of the basketball. Luke Hopt will drive, cradles it, dishes it out. Here's Zackry Paulsen. Missed. Pete with the rebound. Montez to Pete, top of the key. Norris. Ball goes in the corner, shot off the mark from.
He's a terrific player that fits Point Loma system so well.
Big possession here for the Vulcans defensively. Kobe Barnes drives. Little runner from just outside the paint. Missed it. Kozakowski with the rebound. Nice box out. And Kozakowski will bring the ball up the court himself. Trying to get a pick so he can get some kind of shot up. His pass inside to Pete. Pete makes a catch. Pete backs in. Outside to Montez. Montez will drive all the way in. Impossible looking shot. It misses, but what a great effort by Montez. And the rebound goes to Winton Brown, and he is fouled. 64% shooter, and he misses. Pete gets the rebound. So it turns out a smart play. Montez looking for a pick out top. Kozakowski comes through. Montez drives, doubled up, lobs it inside to Pete, tries to make the catch. All kinds of bodies there, and Point Loma will come up with it. Hop brings it up the court. Left side, gets his instructions from Coach Downer. Point Loma starting to take the air out of the ball a little bit, I'm sure. Here's Hop. Drives in, bounce pass, back pass. Beautiful dish to Winton Brown. Now a 10-point game. 3:20 left. 10-point lead for the Sea Lions. Montez dribbling. Backs out. Nowhere to go. Drives in now. Ball blocked from behind by Winton Brown. Now the Point Loma bench wasted possessions at this point. Kozakowski has it. Barnes on him. Kozakowski driving left side. Pull-up jumper from about 18. Misses everything. Goes out of bounds. Very well contested by
34 points. The job that he did at the beginning of the game was equally impressive on Kozakowski. Then Tice followed suit. And then that possession there by Barnes, incredible.
Yeah. Kind of sums up the night right there. That shot. Tremendous defense by Point Loma. Really nothing there for Kozakowski. Taking some air out of the ball now is Point Loma. Hop's got it out near the circles here. 10 seconds on the shot clock, being battled, tackled by Jaron Edwards. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a very physical game to say the least, right?
Still a chance here. I might go back to the set that they had earlier that freed up Edwards on the interior where he got the and one down low. Go back to him on the block and try to see if it works again for you.
Here's Vila with a little runner in the paint. Good look, doesn't get it. And a tremendous rebound from Tice Paulsen. And then Paulsen fouled immediately by Vila. Maybe not as shocked as Justin Downer after that.
I mean, where was that when they played against us?
2:18 left. Montez driving, doubled up, goes back to Kozakowski. Kozakowski back to Montez. Left side, three-pointer, no. Still, no threes, but Pete is there for the putback rebound compared to 0. That's a big swing right there as well. 2 minutes left in the ballgame. Barnes will bring it up across the center court line. Loma does not want to foul here. They also want to get the ball back, so it's a conundrum for them. Here's Hop driving in, back pass, back to Barnes from Paulsen, and back now to Tice Paulsen. Good ball movement by the Sea Lions. They're going to be able to burn all of this shot clock. Here's Zackry. Don't want to foul now. In the corner to Hop. Hop will drive against Montez. 2 seconds left. Tice Paulsen from the corner. Off the mark, no good. Pete with the rebound. But very positive possession for Point Loma to burn that much time off the clock. In the corner. Three-pointer on the way. It is good. Their first three-pointer of the ball game is drilled by Andre Norris. 66-61. Not over yet. Here's Tice Paulsen out top, Tice has it now. Got it from Zackry. Clock ticking down. 1 minute left, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Zach Paulsen in the drive. Pull-up jumper from 16, missed it. Rebound, Hilo. Vulcans push it up quickly the other way. Montez between the legs. Drives in, backs out, drives in again. Skips it out into the corner. Ball stolen by Kobe Barnes. Big defensive play for Point Loma. Now back at the other end. That might be a stealer. As a slam dunk brought home by Pierce Davis. Vulcans had a chance to cut it to 3. Now 35 seconds left. 7-point deficit for the Vulcans. Another three. This one will not go this time from Norris. Bodies on the floor, fouls. That's going to be against the Vulcans. 9-point game now with 28 seconds left. Montez will bring it up, splits all the defenders. Trying to get to Kozakowski in the corner, but cannot. Instead, foul will be drawn. 22.2. Full court pressure applied by Hilo, but they get the ball into Zackry Paulsen, and not the guy you want to foul, but you really don't have a choice there.
Yeah.
So Paul 52. 18 seconds, brought quickly up the court by Hines. Now to Montez. He'll fire up just shy of the three-point line. No good. Ball is run down in the corner, kept alive, now taken back by Kozakowski. Kozakowski to Montez. He'll fire up a long three. It is good. With 2 seconds left, 71-60. Iona got here. It's a deep pass down the court, knocked away by Pete, but it's not going to matter. That's going to be the end of the ball game. So your final